Hey guys, and welcome on into a midnight edition of Picks on Net NHL Picks and Predictions. I'm your host, Terry Edelman at T Picks, ready to break down the Saturday slate. Why am I doing the show at this time? Well, the show views have been doing really, really great lately. So I definitely wanted to shout out everybody watching the show. Back-to-back shows have got 500 views on the YouTube channel, which is just great. So I wanted to thank everyone that has watched the show. And I've noticed over these last couple shows that doing them the night before has really helped a lot of people watch the show that normally wouldn't get to watch the show. So that is kind of the reason for doing the show right now. And as well, I want to get the early start. Now, I would have done it a few hours earlier, but with all the games happening on Friday, the books have been slow with releasing player prop odds. So that is why it's happening at midnight. But what's happening? Nice win today, bro. Thank you, Jim Shit. It was a good day. It was overall for me when it comes to a premium and plays on the show. Ended up being a small losing day, but not bad. Not bad. But it was a good day on the show. Of course, we'll start as we normally do, taking a look back at what happened yesterday or / today. And I'm starting with this game here in the breakdown. Of course, I didn't have any plays here, but what a win by the Wild, ending the Avalanche's 10-game win streak in this game. This was a statement game by the Wild in this one. I was hoping for the regulation win to give them their second regulation win, but the Avs were able to tie up the game. Jesper Wallstedt now has the best goals against average as well, save percentage, and is number one in shutouts in the NHL. So as of right now, if the season ended right now, Jesper Wallstedt would have the best goalie stats in the NHL. I will be doing a video regarding him and a future bet that I have already placed, but I'll tell you guys what it is right now. Jesper Wallstedt to win the Calder Trophy, plus 3,000 at FanDuel. Like I just said, Wallstedt right now has the best goalie stats of any goalie in the NHL right now. I get it. Matthew Schaefer, he's around minus 270, I believe, on FanDuel. I get it. He's the odds favorite. Maybe he does win it. But Jesper Wallstedt has been absolutely fantastic. And especially in this game, this was like the big test. If there was ever going to be a big test, it was this one against the Avalanche. He gave up 2 goals. And I believe stopped over 40 shots. So there's a little preview to the video of the future bet. Jesper Wallstedt to win the Calder Trophy. Beckett Seneke, over half a point. A nice winner there. He got a point, an assist on one of the goals. Brayden Bowman did not get a point. The Vegas Golden Knights with another bad game. Another bad game as a minus 180 favorite here. We will be discussing Vegas here at the end of the show. Luke Hughes over half a point, did not win. He did not get a point. The New Jersey Devils winning this game 5-0. I did have the over 6 as a premium play. Unfortunately, the game ended 5-0. The draw, plus 320 in Philadelphia and the Islanders. A nice winner there. This game goes to overtime once again between these two teams. I don't have it up here, the background for it, but the Ottawa Senators, St. Louis Blues game, fortunately, the 3-2 score did not win, and unfortunately, the Senators lost. I did have the Sens as a premium play. Highlight of the day, yes, we cashed the 310 draw, and we cashed another plus 350 coming up, but those were smaller plays for me. This was a full unit play. Jacob Chikrin, anytime goal, plus 310. Yes, I screamed pretty darn loud when Jacob Chikrin scored to cash this plus 310 full unit winner for me. So thank you, Jacob Chikrin. Spoiler alert, I will be on Jacob Chikrin anytime goal in his next game, which is tomorrow, or I guess Sunday, I should clarify, against the Islanders. So, spoiler alert, Jacob Chikrin anytime goal. We're going right back to it. Pittsburgh and Columbus draw plus 350. Winner there. Both these teams have been going to overtime recently. And plus 350. Too good to pass up. So we get the draw winner there. Jason Robertson anytime goal, plus 120. Does the day end in Y? Yes. Well, Robertson scored. Of course, his streak did come to an end in that game, I believe, against Seattle in the previous game, but was going right back to him here again. He cashed plus 120. Fortunately, Sagan over half a point did not cash, and one of my premium plays at Dallas in regulation, a nice winner there on Saturday. So overall, nice day on the show. Overall, including premium plays for me, small losing day. So pretty much an even day on this slate. But we are going to go into the chat and see what people are thinking here. Hit a 25 to 1, a three-man goal scorer because of today's show. Thanks, Big T. That's what I love to hear. That is what I love to hear. I'm a new hockey guy living in Seattle, and you've helped me learn hockey. I appreciate you doing the night before. Hey, no problem. Like I said, people seem to like the being able to watch the show. I was shocked with the amount of viewers that were watching it at 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m. So, yeah, decided to get the show out. Kaprizov, Bennett, and Hischier. Very nice. Yeah, Bennett against the Flames. I was definitely not surprised to see him. And we will be talking about Kaprizov and Hischier coming up soon. And I meant the Wild. The Wild? Hey, yeah. That win was awesome. Yes, it was. The trophy for best defender? No. Calder trophy? The best rookie. The best rookie. Robo really wants to go to Italy. Yeah, he's on one right now. He is on a heater, a long heater. But having said that, we are going to jump into the first game here. I think I'm breaking down 5 or 6 of the games. The rest will be on the rest of the games on the slate at the end of the show. Tampa, plus 100 road dogs. The Rangers, minus 120 home favorites. Total of 6.5 here in this one. And we have a lot of back-to-backs. So I'm probably going to get to some plays tomorrow. And of course, good time to mention, become a member on the channel. I believe it says join on your phone. To become a member of the channel, $4.99 a month. You get my entire betting card for Saturdays. So I'll be posting that tomorrow once it's done. We are going to get some teams play their goalies on back-to-backs, most likely, and we will definitely get some backups playing here on Saturday with a lot of these teams, both of these teams included in that, playing in the second night of a back-to-back or a second day of a back-to-back. A lot of teams playing in the afternoon. So looking at this one here, the Rangers 5-3 in the last 8 meetings between the teams. 3 overs, 1 under, 1 game finished with 6 goals for a total 6. This one is a 6.5. And when I look at the side here in this one, I can't really get to a side here. I need to know who's in goal. The Tampa Bay Lightning, as I said on yesterday's show, I have really no interest in fading this Tampa Bay Lightning team right now. And they followed that up with a 6-3 win against the Detroit Red Wings on Friday. So the Tampa Bay Lightning are rolling 7-2-2 on the road. They played really well on the road. The Rangers have won 3 games in a row, including a home game, a rare home win. The Rangers 2-7-1 at home this year. But the Rangers looking pretty good over their last 3 games. Overall, not getting to a side here in this one, but I will be taking Brandon Hagel. Anytime goal plus 160. That's what it's currently at right now. I should clarify, I've not pulled the trigger on anything yet, but this will be a play for me. And Brandon Hagel, anytime goal. Why am I taking Hagel anytime goal? Well, he's scored in 4 games in a row, 6 goals total during that stretch. And he has been consistent with shooting the puck. At least 3 shots on goal in 16 of his last 20 games, and had 4 or more shots in 11 of those 20 games. So Brandon Hagel shoots the puck a lot. Either Shesterkin will be starting on the second night of a back-to-back, or it looks like it would be third string Dylan Garand making his NHL debut. So regardless if it's Garand or if it is Shesterkin on the second night of a back-to-back, this Tampa Bay team playing really well right now. Hagel is shooting the puck a lot, and I believe his shots on goal prop is minus 110 for over 2.5. Which, as I said, he's done 8 of his last 10 games and 16 of his last 20. He has at least 3 shots on goal. So if you want to go with the shots on goal, minus 110, you can go that way. I'm going with anytime goal around plus 160 for Brandon Hagel in this game. But game number 2, no confirmed goalies. I should mention that heading into the show. Check daily face-off for goalies on Saturday morning. Montreal plus 210 road dogs. The Avs minus 260 home favorites. Total 6.5 here. In this one, Montreal 3-0-1 in the last 4 meetings between these two teams. 3 of the last 5 have gone over 6.5. Both meetings between the teams last year went to overtime, and 4 of the last 7 games between these two teams have gone to overtime. For some reason, we see a lot of draws between these teams. Both these teams on the second day or a day of a back-to-back here. As much as with the overtime history, I do lean with the Habs plus 1.5 here in this one. But I don't want to go against the Avs, especially after a loss. Yeah, it was an overtime loss, but the Avs still lost the Wild here on Friday night. Now heading home, 9-0-2 at home. But Montreal, 7-2-2 on the road. So for whatever reason, the Habs have had a lot of success on the road. So another game where I can't get to the side here. I don't really want to fade the Avs, and I don't really want to take the Avs either here in this game. But I have to rewind, go back to the last game here. I didn't mention players playing well here that are on streaks that I meant to. Nikita Kucherov over 1.5 points, plus 160, 4 games in a row. Darren Radish over 0.5 point, 4 of his last 5 games, plus 125. And then Will Cooley, a point, 3 games in a row, plus 130. Nick Paul, a point in back-to-back games, plus 105. And Adam Fox, assist, 5 games in a row, minus 105. I was thinking about taking that on Friday, and it depends on who's in goal here for Tampa. I would expect to be Jonas Johansson on the second game of a back-to-back. As I said, I think this game could be a higher scoring game with 2 backups. But going back to this one here, taking a look at players on streaks, if we have anything here. I know we've got stats for some of these early games, some of the later games. I don't believe there's stuff out. Cole Caulfield to get a points, minus 135, which is a bit shocking. 6-game point streak for him heading into this game. Mike Matheson, who just signed that extension and got a point in the first game after signing that extension. He has a point in 4 of his last 5 games, plus 187. A ton of value with him. Bolduc back-to-back games with a point, plus 140. heading into this game. McKinnon has scored in back-to-back games, 4 of his last 5, but it looks like he's minus 110 for McKinnon to score. Zach Bolduc has scored back-to-back games for Montreal, plus 375. He's been a streaky goal scorer this year. Cole Caulfield assist, 5 games in a row, plus 178. Ton of value there. Assist streaks, Suzuki assist, minus 115, which we don't usually see. He's done that in 3 games in a row. And that's basically about it here in this one. Next up, Edmonton and Seattle. The Oilers, minus 160. Road favorites, the Kraken, plus 135. Home dogs, a total of 6. Here in this one, Seattle won the last 2 meetings between these two teams. However, overall, Edmonton 12-4 all time between these two teams. And we've seen, 12-4 in the last 16 between these two teams. We've seen a lot of high-scoring games. 10 overs, 3 unders, 3 games finished with 6 goals. When I look at this game, I would look at the over, especially with how heavy of over history there is between these teams. And I kind of lean with the Kraken here as a home dog. I like the way the Kraken have played overall. And this Oilers team, just not playing well. They ended their losing streak with a 6-3 win against Florida. Maybe people thought they were going to turn things around in that game, but returned home and followed that out with an 8-3 loss to Dallas. Seattle's lost back-to-back games, but 11-6-6 in the season, 6-2-3 at home is the Kraken. Funny enough, both of these teams coming off a loss against Dallas. The Oilers losing 8-3 and the Kraken losing 3-2. So both of these teams will be looking to rebound after losing to the Stars. And I lean with the Kraken. They've been the better team as of late, but not quite good enough for me to jump on here at this point in time. Guys on streaks here with value, not a whole lot. With point, not a lot of assist streaks either. Goal streaks. Assist streaks, Draisaitl 6 games in a row, but minus 135. There's just no value there. Not a lot of value in this game. But up next, the Philadelphia Flyers and the New Jersey Devils. The Flyers, plus 125. Road dogs. The Devils, minus 150 home favorites. And a total of 5.5 here. In this one, Philadelphia, 4-2 in the last 6 meetings between these teams. And 2 overs, 4 unders in the last 6 meetings between these two teams. And both of these teams come into this game playing pretty good hockey recently. The Flyers 13-7-3 in the season, 5-4-1 at home. They've won 4 of their last 5 games. The Devils, they've won 3 games in a row, and they're 9-0-1 at home so far this season. It's a tricky day for sides for me. There's a couple sides I do like on the slate, but this one's another tricky one. I don't want to fade the Devils with how good they've been at home, especially having won 3 games in a row. But this Flyers team is winning games. Winning games as a dog, plus 125. They've had success against the Devils recently. So I wouldn't be shocked to see this game go to overtime just with the Flyers. So if I'm looking at a draw, this could be potentially a draw spot. But my favorite play in this game is Nico Hischier. Anytime goal, plus 180. Hischier on a 4-game goal streak. And most of the offense for the Devils has been Timo Meier and Nico Hischier in recent games. So I'm going to go back to them here. Of course, a back-to-back for both teams. as it is for a lot of the teams on the Saturday slate. But great odds here with Hischier, plus 180. I think he continues his goal streak and pushes it to 5 games here in this one. Other guys on streaks. Tyson Forster almost made my list. He has scored in back-to-back games 4 of his last 5. He's plus 265. So if you want to bet a Philadelphia prop, Tyson Forster anytime goal is the way to go. His point prop is plus 115, which he has in 4 of his last 5 games as well. So value there. Sean Couturier, 4 of his last 5 games at the point, plus 168. Matvei Mishkov, back-to-back games at the point, plus 138 for the Philadelphia Flyers. But up next, the Winnipeg Jets and the Nashville Predators. The Jets, minus 125 road favorites. The Predators, plus 105 home dogs. And a total of 6.5 here in this one. And this one is really interesting. So the Jets, a team I want to fade. And a team that has lost 4 games in a row. Just not playing too well right now. But this Predators team, a mess. But maybe starting to turn the corner here. The Preds have won back-to-back games. 6-3 against Detroit. And then 4-3 against Chicago. But the Predators have owned Chicago. I said that on the last show. So I'm not surprised to see the Preds get the win there. But this Jets team, 4-3 loss to Carolina, 3-0 to the Wild, 4-3 to Washington, and then 5-1 to Carolina in their last game. I don't think Comrie is dealing with the fact that he is now the starter until Hellebuyck returns. I did not think he was going to handle that well, and so far he's not handled that well. But the Jets, yes, they've scored 3 goals against Carolina, 3 goals against Washington, but shutout against Minnesota, 1 goal against Carolina. You're not going to win too many games with that many goals. And then the Predators, they've scored 10 goals in their last 2 games. Looking at previous games between these teams, the home team has won the last 5 meetings between these teams. 4 of the last 5 going under 5.5. Now, when it comes to the total, yes, the last 5 meetings, or 4 of the last 5 have gone under, but the Jets were definitely an under team with Hellebuyck. The Predators have been more of an under team. So I understand why we had more of unders there. Not sure this one goes under with how both teams are playing, but I think the Preds could be a home dog. That being said, not big of enough dog for me to bet the Nashville Predators at plus 105 here. If I didn't take them against Chicago, a team they've dominated, not going to take them here against the Jets either. Despite the home team winning 5 games in a row between these teams. We will see if we have some prop odds here. Let me check. Guys on point streaks. Luke Evangelista for the Predators, a point in 3 games in a row, minus 105. Ryan O'Reilly, a point back-to-back games, minus 115. Steven Stamkos, a point back-to-back games, plus 108. Mark Scheifele scored in back-to-back games, plus 167. Ryan O'Reilly, Steven Stamkos, they both scored in back-to-back games, plus 312 for Ryan O'Reilly, plus 306 for Stamkos. Assist streaks, Evangelista, 3 games in a row, plus 185. Ryan O'Reilly, Steven Stamkos, both assist streaks in back-to-back games, plus 160, plus 223. So basically over these 2 games recently that the Predators have won, back-to-back games, we've seen Ryan O'Reilly, Steven Stamkos score and assist in back-to-back games. So those are potentially some guys to look at props here in this one. Up next, the Buffalo Sabres and the Minnesota Wild. Sabres plus 135 road dogs. The Wild minus 160 home favorites. and a total of 6 here in this one. The Wild 3-1-1 in the last 5 meetings between these teams. The Wild winning both meetings last year. Historically, going back a while, the Wild have had a lot of success against Buffalo. Now, in more recent years, Buffalo had kind of turned that around a bit. But as I said, 3-1-1 in the last 5 meetings for the Wild. 5 consecutive meetings going under 5.5. So usually we do see some close games, some lower scoring games. And we have seen some close games between these two teams. For me, only plus 100, but I'm taking him. Give me Kirill the Thrill. Kirill Kaprizov, anytime goal here in this one. He scored in 4 games in a row, 5 of his last 6. And he has played Buffalo 7 times. He scored in 5 of those 7 games. He's had a lot of success against the Sabres. The Sabres team have lost 6 of their first 7 home games. Let me actually make sure. Hold on a second. Sorry, road games. Buffalo is 8 of 9 road games this year. The Sabres have lost, so they've not played well on the road whatsoever. I do like the Wild here at -1. I do like the Wild to win this game, but at -160, out of my price range, I would look at the Wild to win in regulation. The puck line is appealing at +170, and the Sabres have been losing by multiple goals. 7, they've lost 7 of their last 11 games. All 7 losses by multiple goals. So maybe the Wild get the job done in the puck line after coming off that win against Colorado. This would be potentially a letdown spot. I don't see the Wild losing this game. I like the Wild to win this game. Don't know if they win by 2, though. I would look at potentially team total or the Wild in regulation. But my favorite play here in this one is Kirill Kaprizov. Anytime goal at +100 in this one. And we do not have any point streaks available here in this game right now. Other than Kaprizov, guys that had been scoring were Boldy, Jack Quinn for the Sabres, Tage Thompson for the Sabres, Brock Faber for the Wild. All 4 had scored in 3 of their last 5, but didn't score in their last game. The hottest goal scorer right now is Kaprizov here in this game. Just not getting a big plus price. It's +100 here in this one. But final game I'm going to break down, and then I will go over the rest of the games in the rest of the games on the slate segment. The San Jose Sharks, +275, road dogs. Vegas Golden Knights, -350, home favorites. A total 6.5 here in this one. I don't understand the odds here in this game. I don't. Now, when we look at previous history between these two teams, and you all know, except for maybe newer viewers might not know as much, but people that have been watching the show for a long time, you guys know, especially in the NHL, past history stats are something that really makes it is really important to me. And we've seen that. We've seen how important it is a lot on a nightly basis. But Vegas 9-0-1 in the last 10 games between these two teams. Vegas has had a lot of success against the Sharks. They have. But the Sharks team obviously is much improved this year. Vegas has been a Stanley Cup contender in recent years, so they have beat up on the Sharks. And if this was last year, I would accept these odds as they are. But this isn't last year, and this is right now at this current time. And right now at this current time, the Sharks team has been the better team as of late. Okay, if you look at the records for the full season, not so much. But if we look at these two teams recently, the Sharks, they have won 4 of their last 6 games and 8 of their last 12. The Sharks have been a much better team this year. Vegas 10-6-8 on the season, 5-4-4 at home. They've lost 4 games in a row. They've given up at least 4 goals in each game. Akira Schmid played on Friday night. So here on Saturday, it should be Lindbaum, Carl Lindbaum, who has yet to win a start. He has lost every game he's started this year, all 6 starts, and he's given up at least 3 goals in 5 starts in a row. Give me the Sharks. Team total over 2.5 at plus 110 at DraftKings. I would not blame anybody for taking the Sharks plus 1.5. I would not blame anybody for taking the Sharks money line. I think the Sharks are alive here in this game. This Vegas Golden Knights team is just not playing well right now at all. Minus 350 favorites? Are you kidding me? No, they should not be minus 350 favorites here at all in this game. Sharks team total over 2.5 plus 110. Looking at the team total for Vegas, they have cashed team total over 3.5 in 8 games in a row against the Sharks. But like I said, got to be careful. Sharks team is a lot better this year. I will happily take their team total over 2.5 at plus 110 against Vegas. Akira Schmid played on Friday. As I said, it should be Carl Lindbaum, who has yet to win a start for Vegas. Looking at player props here in this game. Bear with me for a second. I don't believe we'll have... Okay, we have a little bit of point... Oh, we don't really... No, we don't have any point props here. Mark Stone has scored in 3 games in a row for the Vegas Golden Knights, plus 210. Of course, normally known more for being an assist guy, but has been scoring recently. Nobody a whole lot consistent for the Sharks when it comes to scoring recently, but that being said, I still like the team total here for the Sharks. Other games on the slate that I did not break down. I know not a lot of plays for me overall here on Saturday. I will have a few more, definitely for members of the YouTube channel. So make sure to hit that join button, become a member, and then check the posts section tomorrow for all of my plays on the Saturday slate. But other games I did not break down, Detroit and Boston. Boston 3-1 in the last 4 meetings, 3 games in a row, going under 5.5. The Wings not playing the best right now overall, coming off that loss earlier today. And Boston 14-12 in the season, 8-5-0 at home. They played really well at home. This Detroit team losing 5-0, winning 4-3, losing 4-3, and now back-to-back 6-3 losses for Detroit. So very high-scoring games for Detroit. Boston's kind of been more of an under team. 6-2 loss here on Friday. I would look at Morgan Geekie anytime goal if I was going to get to anything here in this one. Geekie has scored in 4 of his last 5 games. I'm seeing him at plus 175. If I get to anything in this game, it'll likely be Geekie anytime goal. As I said, Detroit is giving up a ton of goals right now. The last 3 meetings all going under between these two teams, but I want to go near an under with Detroit right now. That's for sure. Toronto and Pittsburgh. Toronto 5-1 in the last 6 meetings between the teams. 3 games in a row going over 6.5. The Leafs 2-7 on the road. Obviously losing on Friday 4-2 against the Washington Capitals. And then Pittsburgh, back-to-back wins, 4-2 against Buffalo, 4-3 in overtime against Columbus. Ultimately, this one is a pass for me. Looking at the side odds here, bear with me for a second. Yeah, Leafs around minus 120 favorites. The Pens plus 100 home dogs. If somebody really wanted a side play here or a play in this game, I would kind of lean with the Pens as a dog. But least have had success against the Pens. This is definitely not one of my favorite games on the slate. Obviously, why I didn't break it down as a solo. Brian Rust has scored in back-to-back games, plus 195. Crosby, 3 of his last 5. Nylander, who is sick and missed the Washington game, had been on a back-to-back goal streak for him. Oliver Ekman-Larsson has a point in 8 games in a row. 9 of his last 10, he's plus 105 to get a point. I continue to watch Ekman-Larsson get a point on a daily basis. I continue to think, Terry, you should be jumping on that streak. I should, but I haven't yet. Morgan Rielly, Erik Karlsson, both good odds for a point. Minus 113 for Morgan Rielly, minus 108 for Erik Karlsson. Both 3 of their last 5. So both playing pretty well recently. Oliver Ekman-Larsson assist, plus 129, 4 of his last 5 games. But when you can get his point prop at plus 105, I would just go with the point prop instead. Just to be safe. Other guys in assist streaks, Erik Karlsson back-to-back games, plus 132. And I believe Utah St. Louis is the next game. Utah 3-2 against St. Louis since moving to Utah. 2 overs, 1 under, 2 games, finished with 6 goals. Ultimately, another game that I'm going to stay away from. I would lean with Utah as a road dog, minus 105, but not enough to get involved here. Let's see. We don't have any point stats there and no guys on goal streaks right now. Logan Cooley and Dylan Guenther did play a great game against Dallas. They did play a very great game against Vegas. So if you wanted some props, I would still look at Cooley, Logan Cooley and Dylan Guenther. In this one, final game of the night, Vancouver and LA. The Kings 3-1-1 in the last 5 meetings. 1 over, 3 unders, 2 games finished with 6 goals for a total of 6. And ultimately, I want no part of this game. The Canucks around plus 155 road dogs. The Kings minus 180, minus 185 home favorites. 6s and 6.5s in this one. This game is a game between 2 teams that I'm just not really betting a whole lot on. You guys know I like to bet player prop streaks, especially for the most part, and the Kings, just not a lot of consistent offense right now. Both of these teams entered this game having lost 4 of their last 5. The Canucks have been an over machine that ended 3-2 loss today against the Sharks. And then the Kings 5-4 shootout loss to Anaheim. The Kings have gone to overtime in 3 of their last 4. So maybe we get the draw here, but this game is a pass. I would much rather be watching the San Jose game at this point on of the Saturday slate. But that's it. That is the Saturday show. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. And as I said, if you want all my plays for the Saturday slate, become a YouTube member. $4.99 a month. Hit that join button, and then check out the post section on Saturday. And then make sure to check the comments of this video on Saturday as well. People that watch the show will post what they like on Saturday as well. And then I will add anything else that I want to let you guys know about. Obviously, goalies will get announced. There'll be other player prop odds that will come out Saturday morning. Not everything is available right now, obviously. So anything else I'll let you guys know about in the comments. Boog, how's it going? The show's done. So you'll have to rewatch unless you were here watching the whole time. But thank you guys for watching. Best of luck on the Saturday slate. And we should be back here for Sunday. If for some reason I don't do a Sunday show, Jacob Chikrin, anytime goal. If there's one bet you got to bet on a Sunday slate, it's that one. But thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next show. Best of luck.